What's up guys, welcome back to another video with your local flow prodigy. If it is your first time on this channel, I'm Brendan Perez, and also don't forget to hit that red subscribe button to see more videos like this one. And before we get into today's video, I just wanted to give a special thank you to all of you guys for supporting me and helping me reach my first 50 subscribers. This means so much to me, especially with the fact that I've only been wanting to do this for about 2 years now. Plus this channel has only been out for about 2 weeks, and so many of you coming out to show some love and supporting me and helping me reach my first 50 subscribers already. Thank you all so much for the support. This really means the world to me. For both myself and you guys, I'm very excited to see where this channel goes. Now let's get back to work. And in this video, we're going to be going over how to carve. Let's get into it. Now on Bodyboard, if you don't know what carving is basically where you have both legs together and high enough on the board that your feet are no longer touching the water. And in most cases, you will have your dominant hand and arm digged up in the wave for stability, while you have your other hand, most likely your non-dominant hand, holding the other side of the board. And then you will then be using your hips to carve the edge of your board back and forth in the water. When learning how to carve, you want to make sure that you already feel comfortable moving up and down the wave with your knees on top of the board. Once you feel comfortable doing that, you then want to ride down the wave, grabbing onto the pads on top of the jets, and begin moving your knees completely up the board to the point where your feet are no longer touching the water. It is important that you bring your knees up the board and place your legs on the edge of the board in the direction that you are going to be facing. For example, if you think that you'll be more comfortable facing the right side of the wave when carving, then place both legs together on the right side of the board. Same thing goes for the left side if that is the direction that you feel more comfortable carving. Once your body is positioned on the board in a way that you feel comfortable, you can then let go of the jets at the bottom of the wave and let yourself float to the top of the wave. And at the right time that you feel ready, you can then take your dominant hand and dig it as hard as you can in the water, while taking your non-dominant hand and grabbing the edge of the board for stability. Once you're fully facing sideways, it is important that you don't lean back too far or too little, because if you lean back too far, you will then put too much resistance on the bottom of the board and the wave will push you up and wipe you out. Also, if you don't lean back enough on the board, the edge of the board that you are holding on to can possibly get clipped by the water and still wipe out. It is so important that you find your sweet spot with learning how far back you need to lean with your body weight. After finding your sweet spot with how far back you need to lean, you then want to point your hips either moving forward or backward to fully carve back and forth across the wave. Now please remember that there are different types of carving and different styles of carving. Of course, when learning, you have the traditional double knee carving as you see in this video. You have riding in DK, which is short for riding in drop knee, where you're carving with basically one knee dropped down on the board, almost like you're in a proposing position. When people are mainly learning to carve, they learn how to carve sideways, but it is possible to even learn how to carve on drop knee facing forward. Now please remember that when you guys do get to the point of feeling comfortable enough riding on drop knee, which is definitely a habit that I do want you guys to get into early on in the beginning, it will feel uncomfortable at first because you're sitting on one ankle the entire time. It might feel weird at first, but it's just one of those things that the more you do it, the more you get used to it, the more you'll start to feel more comfortable with riding on drop knee. Now do keep in mind that everyone has different riding styles, and more importantly, everyone learns differently. And certain people learn at different speeds. Me personally, it actually almost took me an entire summer, almost 3 months when I first learned how to carve. I even have some good friends of mine who learned how to do it in a week. Do keep in mind that as we do get further into this channel and these tutorials slowly become more difficult, I ask that you guys do become a little more patient with your learning progress, and just keep in mind again that everyone does learn at different speeds. There will be some tricks and tutorials that you'll learn faster and process a little faster than others, and there's going to be other tricks and tutorials that you might have to put a little extra practice into. Alright guys, that's going to be it for today's video. If you found this video helpful, definitely leave a thumbs up down below. And if you haven't already, show some love and hit that red subscribe button. And if you look right next to the red subscribe button, you will see a bell-shaped icon. That is the notification bell. Click on that notification bell and you will be notified every time I upload. And I will see you on the next one.